So, before we begin this part of the video, I should probably make this clear. The following part that you're about to watch was part of the original part 1, but for some reason Premiere decided to be really funny and not render the audio file associated with the recording. So, I don't know why that happened and how that happened, but it kept happening every time I tried to export it. So, what you're about to witness is still the remaining part of the previous zone, and obviously after that it's just going to be everything else. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Alright, now we're in the Labyrinth Wood zone, which is a complete overhaul from the original, where it was just like simple rooms, just the same rooms over and over and over again. What I'm doing right here is I'm just collecting this score multiplier so I can easily get the Super Emerald counter filled up. There is a more consistent way to do it later on, but I figured, like, since it's possible, I'm just going to do it right here. If you're playing as Tails, it is an easier time to just get that score multiplier, like, filled up and stuff like that. But, just showing off that it is possible in this first area if you just keep chaining things together. Just like that. You go underwater, you get this continue icon right there. You get some monitors over here. There you go. But yeah, this zone, specifically this Emerald stage, it's a bit different from the original, where it was a clear, like, just single room maze for the most part, where you were just gonna look at specific cues to get to the right path. Here, there's only one real good cue, and that's if the exit that you're going through has lanterns attached to the walls. That basically indicates that you're going the right way, so you need to be looking out. If an exit doesn't have that, like right there, that means that it just loops you back, basically. So be careful with that. Just look around. If you see a pathway with lanterns like these, that means you're going the right way. Sometimes there aren't any, so like if you in a room like this, if you get to a room where none of the pathways are like indicated by lanterns, just go into one. You'll go to the right way no matter what. This is just a little area to like just use some rings and stuff like that. So yeah, just don't worry if you enter into an area with no lanterns. Every way is the right way. And sometimes you just need to look for the right path. If you just can't find it. Like the room coming up right here, there's like a bunch of them. Mushrooms. It's actually the room after I was talking about. Because the path is very clearly visible from here. Just go that way. This part right here it can be a bit awkward. A lot of ways to go around, but it's literally just taking that red spring and then taking this red spring, and then you're on the right way. Now this room is very interesting because it actually requires you to use the force shield stuff. I think. I'm actually not 100% sure. I'm not using it because I don't really like using a force shield in this. But if you fall, you just get reset to the start of the room or like somewhere equivalent of it, so you don't immediately lose a life. If you manage to lose in these special stages, you have the option to just forfeit. You have the option to restart from the beginning for a single continue. And you also have the option to restart from the last checkpoint in exchange for 3 continues. As you can see, I have a lot right there, so it's no biggie. And we just reached the Emerald Threshold. And now we're in this area, and if you know your shit, you know your video games, you might look a bit familiar to you. It's, yeah, for some reason they just decided to recreate Hazy Maze Cave from Super Mario 64 in this area. I don't know why, but they did it. It's really funny, I think. Mario 64 was my first game ever, so it's really funny to see it in SRB2 like this. Though there were, back in Final Demo era, there were some, like, recreation maps that were based on Mario 64. Remember Big Boo's Haunt was like a big one that I remember playing back in the day. But yeah, I don't know what this is, but Yeah, this is the ret coin room in Hazy Maze Cave. With another continue in tow, and yeah, the counter keeps going up. Just looking around real quick because I actually have not even seen the rest of the area at that point. And yeah, here we are in the cave part. The Hazy Maze Cave of the Hazy Maze Cave. And yeah, watch out for the falling rocks. I think those are the stand-in for the swoopers, but I'm not sure. This is just one of the exits right there. We're right back here. So we're going this way. And then watch out for the rolling rocks. And yeah, right there. Instead of a power star, you have an Eggman monitor. And we fall down here, and you'd expect there to be the little lake area, but no, it's just some random stuff. I don't know what that entails. There's an area that's more evocative of the original. The way forward is the 10-ring monitor that was facing towards you, so you just go back. And yeah, here's the actual part of the stage where you can collect your score multiplier and then just rack that up to get the Super Emerald. But I already did that, so I'm just kind of going through it, showing off everything. Yeah, there's not much else to it. If you don't know what you're doing, you can get lost in here upwards to like maybe 10 minutes. But if you know what you're doing, you can half that by like 5 to 6. But yeah, interesting stage, all things considered. It's sure is a labyrinth. But I don't know why they decided to add Hazy Maze Cave in there. I mean, I guess because the Hazy Maze Cave inherently has a labyrinth. Oh, this part right here, this can fuck you up pretty badly because if you saw the beginning, this is one of the rooms where you could get this 2 multiplier, but it is a room that you can only go to if you mess up your routing. So yeah, you're kind of just it's kind of a bit of a red herring. You're led to believe that you've taken a false route, but nah, you're just at the end of the stage. It's all good. The Super Emerald is yours. Here we have the boss. It's just another green flower reskin, so can't really say much of anything about it other than just wail on it with the rebound dash. You basically can do it infinitely, no bill biggie. Yeah, except watch out when he does that pinch attack. Hit him 3 more times. There we go. That's that.
And now we're back in Futureland, where the mic quality kind of just shot up for no reason whatsoever. I have no idea why that happened. But, yeah, we're going to be moving on to Flame Rift Zone, which, yeah, a lot of fire. I don't really know what to say on this one, honestly. I like some of the reworks here. Act 1 is a really fun stage to play on, assuming you're not sucking like I am right now. But yeah, honestly, I don't really have much of anything to say in regards to this zone. It's just, you know, it's there. Act 1 is, like I said, Act 1 is, like, fun to run around in. I have a lot more to say on Act 2 and, like, the Emerald stage when I get to those. I don't wanna, like, spoil too much. I'd rather, ideally, want to be talking about them when I'm here, so, like, Act 1 is kind of just, I don't know, it's kind of there. It exists. There is something that I will show off in just a second. But, for the most part, it's just, like, it's just your standard romp. You have rollout rocks, you have a lot of, like, Red Volcano-specific elements, like, just present here. It's like nothing to really write home about. It's like, I guess this is interesting with like all the bones and stuff. As you can see, we finally picked up Combine Ring, and it functions literally like Chaotix. So I double checked between the recordings. You get hit, you lose 1 massive ring that just accumulates every ring you've collected. You don't pick it up in time, it explodes into 32, and only those 32 that you can pick back up. So, yeah, be on the lookout when you have one, and if you lose it, you get hit. Anyways, this part exists. I accidentally let myself get picked up by Tails, which is, oops. Now, I believe this was another area from the original. I kind of forgot what this area even was from the original. I know there was an Emerald Room in Act 2 all the way, like, high up. Which, yeah, obviously, like, it's still sort of like, there in the new Act 2. As in, it's still, like, high up on the level. But this area in particular, I think it just led to an emblem or something of that sort. It's been, like, a long time since I've actually played the original Mystic Realm, so I'm not 100% sure on what the area was at this point. But they changed it up for this, for Community Edition. And I think that it's hinting at, like, a future bonus level or something of a reward of sorts. Considering what I'm about to collect. Just if I hit that. You just hit every like, you just light up all the candles with the fire shield, and the door would open at the start, right there. And it has this, like, mysterious, like, red thing. Now, I remember from the previous version, when I was in Zone 2, I just forgot the name. The room that used to lead to the Mystic Shrine for that zone also had one of those, like, crystal thingies in an older version of Mystic Realm CE. From what I saw on YouTube. And there's actually another one that I'm going to be picking up later on. Which also had one of those gem thingies. I don't know what they're planning on doing that. There's currently nothing really in the game that, like, requires you to collect them. So they're just kind of there, and one of them is just missing outright. So I guess we'll have to wait and see for, like, future updates on CE. But yeah, anyways, yeah, now we're in Flame Rift Act 2, which, yeah, utilizes the grind wheel system a lot more. So you have, like, wall jumps and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that I really like the grind wheel add-on because it adds a lot of versatility to the level design. And the way that Shine made it, like, it was it's very robust, and it can be used with every character. And, like, it's really cool. My issue just specifically stems from the way the level design here is in particular. It's not even a grind wheel issue, honestly. It's more so the fact that, like, you can just kind of tell it's unfinished at times. It's very empty, not a lot of space to run around in. And for the most part, you're also just going over bottomless pits. This area specifically, if you just fail any jump here, you kind of just pay the price. I don't like pits, especially in an environment like this where it's, like, so easy to fall into one. And it's also, this area was a bit confusing to navigate around. My first time, I didn't know where the entrance was to this building. So I think it can leave a lot of people, like, just confused on where to go. Which is something I actually also have to say for the Emerald stage. Very confusing to navigate around, and it's probably even worse here. I don't know what's up with the textures there. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it looks weird. But it kind of looks cool at the same time. So I'm not gonna be, like, too upset about it, because, like, I like purple lava, like, is, I don't know. It's really cool. Yeah, this area it's just a massive red spring. I don't know what's up here with this area, but I guess that just shows that it's unfinished. And speaking of unfinished things, if I just make my way up here, we have another black Eggman, like, sign, signifying that we are in an unfinished area right now. So it's just very hopping train to train, like, Bullet Station. So yeah, very much a Rail Canyon Bullet Station reference, like, throughout the stage, including the rail grinding, obviously. Yeah, right here, the wall didn't really look like I couldn't pass through it, so I just kind of did that. But yeah, we're coming up at the end here, and if you just take the spin dash, jump here. You just time your rebound dashes just right, and you'll get to the Emerald Shrine, the Mystic Shrine, for the stage. We're going to Vulcan Forge zone after this. If I just finish this area, because I believe this is one of the last sections. One of the last sections. It's been a while since I've actually seen the stage. Oh yeah, right, I got stuck in a 2D plane here, which was fun. Yeah, this bit is just a vertical climb up. No biggie. You'd think that there would be like rising lava or stuff like that, but there actually isn't, and they're saving that for the Emerald stage. So there's a good reason why they didn't. And here we go. Yeah, that's the ending right there. Signpost. Just pause there to check if the recording was still running. For some reason, I have this thing in OBS where sometimes the recording just dies. Like, it just doesn't want to record anything. And I kind of just record something for like 10 minutes and then realize that it was stuck on like the same screen for 5. And that's not good because that requires me to redo the entire thing. So I often just check OBS just to see if everything is still running. Because I don't want that to happen all the time. But yeah, we're in Vulcan Forge right now. Another Emerald stage. Probably one of my least favorite ones because you're constantly like on the move while having to deal with your score multiplier. It is probably the best one to get the score multiplier like really high. But the fact of the matter is you're constantly on the run from basically like a volcano, like the volcanic like magma rising, and if you touch it once, instant death. No matter what happens, you die immediately. So you're basically just on the run at all times trying to get your combo up, which I do have to say, as you can see, I'm already at the quota, but it's just, yeah, this is kind of awkward to deal with sometimes. And admittedly, it did take me a few retries to get it, like, to get in the flow state where I actually know what the hell I'm doing. So yeah, practice makes perfect, but I wouldn't consider the stage itself perfect. Yeah, I don't really have much to say in that front. But yeah, like regarding the video itself, I still don't know why Premiere was just like, yeah, let's just not record, like, let's just not render like half of the audio on the video. Because someone in comments actually like just mentioned it, and I was like, yeah, let me just re-up like just this part in particular, so I can like just continue working on this one, the one you're watching right now. And I re-exported it. It happened again. Like it was just happening twice in a row. I honest to God have no idea why Premiere like even decided to do this. Maybe it had something to do with the file size or something like that, but I have no idea. I genuinely don't know, and I don't know if it's going to happen again. I hope it doesn't, because that's going to be hell on earth. I already recorded some future zones already. Actually, I already have the entire game complete by the time of, like, just, like, talking to you like this. But there were some instances in recording where it wasn't OBS doing anything in particular, but rather the game itself just ended up dying on its own, and it's really weird. I got a weird soft lock in the 2 zones ahead, and I don't understand why, but it costed me my Super Emerald. It costed me just the entire zone. I had to replay it from the beginning, and that was not fun, admittedly. And I don't know why it happened, but yeah, that's the boss. Actually, he just shoots fire. You gotta wait. You can hit him a few times, and then he just collapses the platforms in pinch mode. Nothing more, nothing less. But yeah, now we're in Midnight Freeze. Or icicles falling, you need to watch out and stuff like that. There's this freezing mechanic where I think you're just gonna like slow down or die. I actually don't know. What I do know is any contact with cold water. Oh yeah, there you go. There's your combine ring footage. Yeah, I believe you just slow down or something like that if you're like under the influence of the frozen things. The like the ice cube crawlers remind me of the ice cube bird from Angry Birds Space, which I think is really funny. But yeah, you also got your fair share of penguinators and like all the other batniks from the vanilla game. But like I was saying, there are like pieces of like cold water. If you jump into them, your countdown immediately starts instead of it waiting. It's effectively the same as being in space, where the countdown timer immediately starts, and if it's zeroed, you just drown. So yeah, be careful with that. I'm kind of just breezing through the stage as I'm like just talking, because like, you know, it's very quick, it's very easy. If you know what you're doing, you can get through these stages like relatively quick. Wish I did a rebound dash off of one of those batniks, but whatever. And yeah, another new gimmick for this stage is gusts of wind. Like in the Zone 2 Emerald stage, do not utilize Tails or Knuckles' ability while under the influence of that, because you're gonna be sent flying, and you don't want that. And yeah, here's the contender for the worst stage in the pack right now because of this. The snowboards in Midnight Freeze 2 are, I just generally feel like they're ill implemented by the core. I don't think it really fits a game like this. I think it's too ambitious for what SRB2 really wants to do, and you can see it all over the place. It's like you can barely just navigate. Look at that. Just look at that. Just Tell me if this is fun or not. Honestly. It's like the board controls very like awkwardly, and it controls almost like a tank. And as a result, you can't really turn around properly. And in these sequences, the one coming up right here requires you to be pinpoint precise with your movement, with using a snowboard that cannot do that. And you're gonna end up falling a lot. Which, yeah, it's not fun. Not fun. I do not like the snowboard in this. The rest of the level is, like, harmless at best. I don't really care about anything else. Music is ear-grating. And really, like, it's just, for some reason, mixed really loudly. So, sometimes it just, like, pierces through the rest of the game audio. But yeah, right here, if you're going just really fucking, like, fast or slow, you will just fall off. Like right there. I hit the wall, and instead of it just like maintaining my position, it just moved to the right. And you're gonna see this a few times actually, where I am trying to get the single spring right here, and I just overshoot it. And this is going to happen like 4 times. And I really wish I had a recording where I just did that in one go, because that would have been easier for me. It would have been easier for you. But I really just need to show how awful this is. Just rubbing it in. Because, like, I tried everything. I'm trying, like, jumping around. And then I hit the spring in, like, a weird angle because I can't really control myself in midair using this snowboard. And I die. Take 3. I, like, go back up and just make my way there. And I go really fast. I hit a box. And I think the speed boosters don't really help you in that regard. Because, like, here, like, I want to slow down. I, like, really just want to slow down. But it's not allowing you to. And now I'm stuck on the texture here, on that sector. Hit a wall, effectively. And it couldn't move me out of the way. So I had to, like, hit a spike ball. Just so I can move along. And I was actually scared that I was going to fall off the map again. So, thankfully, that's, like, the last one in a while. The next one is literally at the end of the stage. And it's the most simple thing ever. So, it doesn't really matter. Oh my god, this music is just kind of... Ugh. I don't know why they decided, like, funny ice cap reference, guys. It's an ice stage, snow. I like ice cap. It's like musical references, like, it just doesn't hit the same to me. I don't know. It's like if I want to be reminded about ice cap, I'd rather just play ice cap at that point and not be, like, reminded of another stage, effectively. But yeah. Besides that. We've effectively come to nearly the end of the stage because this is just part, not directly lifted, but it's clearly just inspired off of layout from the original Act 2. In that regard, the Mystic Shrine is also in the exact same spot as the original Act 2. I thought it was right here, but it's actually the wall after it. So this way, and there you go. There's actually a Armageddon shield at the bottom of there. The ice, it, like, breaks. Don't get that, at least not right now, because for some reason you get stuck in there and you're forced to basically drown to restart, or just restart through the retry feature in the game, because that boots you back to the checkpoint. So I wouldn't really call it a soft lock, but it's just you get stuck effectively. And now we are in Silver Cavern, just checking OBS again to see if everything is still working. And yeah, this stage, it's more of a maze than the original, I do have to say. It feels more like Labyrinth Wood in that regard. And here I die. As you can see, you can retry the Emerald stage for a single continue. Or restart from the checkpoint at the cost of 3 continues. I obviously didn't touch one, so I didn't have that option. But yeah, the stage, it feels more like a maze, just generally. In the original, there was, like, a clear way where you needed to go. And here I am, I'm just kind of stuck with one combo, and I don't want that, so I'm just like, you know what, let me just restart one more time. I have plenty of continues for that, so it doesn't really matter. Thankfully, I have my trusty Tails partner with me to pick up some rings. Making sure I miss the spikes this time instead of touching them directly. Nearly wanted to go in the same room that, like, shut me off earlier. Just really stupid on my part. Just checking around the area. Getting as much monitors as you can, because rings do give you score. And it's important that when you bust open a monitor... only ones that give you rings will give you the score necessary. So, if you get, like, a shield or anything else, like, it doesn't work. And it's not gonna, like, you're gonna see right here. I guess busting open the monitor does something, but, like, just getting the item contained in it doesn't, unless it's rings. So, be careful with that. But, yeah, as you can see, right there above, I already got the quota for the Super Emerald, so I'm just kind of running around, trying to find the actual exit of this environment. I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far, though. I just trying to find something to talk about real quick, because I'm really bad at this type of stuff. Normally, I suck at like starting conversations as well. So and it's even worse when you're like talking to no one effectively, and you're just trying to talk to a brick wall, and you don't even know what to tell the brick wall. That's kind of story of my life type beat. But you know, it's whatever. People seem to have been enjoying it. I know some people that I've spoken to, and they were like, "Man, I kind of wish you did more of this, where you were just talking on your own, just doing your own thing, talking about the game, talking about like stuff around you. Just do more stuff like that effectively." And that's happy. I'm happy to hear that people and generally just enjoy my ramblings. It gives me a good feeling, and it makes me want to keep doing this, as much as I kind of suck at it right now. But, you know, we learn, we evolve, we get better at our craft, and, you know, that's how we are as humans. Get this one up. Because apparently those are either continues or one-ups. It's kind of random. I guess in the emerald stages they are, but it's really confusing, all things considered, because like I saw footage where like it gave me an extra life, and now right here it didn't. So what's up with that? All right, over here we're going to somewhat familiar territory, at least to me. Usually you'd have to, like, take the springs to get, like, up here, but, like, now they just added a single yellow spring just to get you up there. I do like these areas where, like, the ice floor is, like, completely lit up and you're going through, like, a slide. Kind of reminds me of the secret slide in Cool Mountain in Mario 64. If I can draw any comparisons like that. Except, you're entirely silhouetted, so you can't really see your character unless you're doing what I do and going to first person. It's kind of what Ringslinger does to you. You constantly switch between first and third person. But yeah, we're coming up at the end of the Emerald stage. The Super Emerald is ours. It's getting these rings, and they suddenly stopped. I don't know why, but they did. And we also got the ring attack achievement. I don't know what the quota was for that, so it's whatever. Now we're here at the boss. Eggman just fires like the freeze laser thingy at you, so you gotta watch out. But it's effectively like the Green Flower boss. He goes around, he does his thing, and you can just take advantage of the rebound dash to keep hitting him. So yeah, it's nothing to really write home about. Some of these bosses are like the bosses are very hit and miss. Generally, like sometimes they just are too close to vanilla, and other times they're doing something completely different. And once again, I just think it's a complete mismatch of the game. But yeah, more on that in the next part, I guess, because we're getting to 35 minutes, and I don't want to get any longer than that.